Oh, we're live. Or so it seems. I don't know. How are you guys? How is your heart? Hello, Jen. So great to see you. Khalid, fantastic to see you guys. How's your heart? We can actually start out today's session. Hey, Marisha. We can, Diana. Hello. We can start out with our hand in our heart, on our heart, not in our heart. I mean, if you can do that, go for it. Might get a little dirty, right? But on your heart, right? Let's just take a minute. Hello, everybody. Jen, thank you for asking how my heart is. My heart is good. Just like you, hanging in there. A little bit on the tired side today. Yes. Oh my gosh. Hi, future RN Megan. Hi. I'm a little on the tired side today. How are you guys? Hey, Gabby. So glad you could join us. Can we just stop for just a moment and just take in a deep breath, hand on our heart, and just collect ourselves? I'm also a little warm. It's a little warm in my joint. It's all warm up here. It's been a little bit on the warm side here, trying to stay awake, huh? Future RN? Yeah, I hear you. Yes. So how is everybody? What's new? What's going on with you? Today I brought my water. So I got something to drink. You guys will have to, yes, great question, Gabby. I will talk about that in just a second. The feed gets clogged, you guys. I know that there were many of you who had questions. You wanted me to pull cards, all the things, but I also have a limited amount of energy that I can share with you, a little bit of time. And so I just try and do the best that I can, try and get as many questions in as I can, but there's one of me and more of you, and you guys usually come in as we go along. So first of all, I'm so grateful and thankful that you're here, that I get to what's called co-regulate, which means chill and hang out, although it's not so chill, but hang out with you guys, right? So this could be a little bit of a social hour for us. But I'm very grateful that you're here and you're asking questions and you're participating and you're showing up. And I cannot control the sounds around me because on this Instagram app, there is no background noise reducer like I have on the Zoom. So you're going to hear lots of things. Okay, so Gabby's got a question. Oh, so just really quick, because I'm like, ooh, squirrel all over the place. If I don't get to you, I'm sorry. I'm not purposely trying to avoid you or not read for you. It's just that not only are there more of you than there are of me, but the feed gets clogged. And sometimes it slows down. But just remember, I do work with people one-on-one. So if you can't catch me here live, you can always work with me in other capacities, okay? Before I answer your question, by the way, Gabby has a question. She wants me to talk a little bit about how it was for me growing up, sensing things, which I'll share with you guys because maybe some of you guys have some of those stories to share as well. But I do want to let you guys know about some events and some things that are coming up, which are cool for you. So first of all, tomorrow, I am going to be speaking. I'm going to be teaching and speaking at a summit called Reclaim Your Intuitive Abilities Live. So I speak tomorrow on how to manage anxiety as an empath. I'll be speaking at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And here's the thing, you guys, if you can't make it, there are going to be replays and it's free, totally free. So if you want to catch me live or you want to catch me on a replay and I teach you how to manage and balance anxiety as a highly sensitive empath, if you go to my link tree, you can get yourself a free ticket. You just got to register, okay? Secondly, this is an official announcement. Dia de los Muertos is coming up. And that is November 2nd, Saturday night at 6 p.m. I am going to be doing a group mediumship. reading. Ooh, ah. So I don't do mediumship readings live, but I will do it in a group. So if you want to connect with any of your loved ones on the other side, go ahead, sign up for that. That should also be up on my Linktree. I can't remember if I put it up just yet, but it will be going up on my Linktree. Also, the new moon energy workshop is going to be coming up on Sunday, November 3rd, 5 p.m. All of these times are Pacific because I'm in Los Angeles, and that is a pay what you can event, okay? And I should be back here live on Thursday, God willing, at 5 p.m. All the things. Now to get to you guys. All right. Gabby's got a great question. Can you talk about how or what it was like for you growing up sensing things? Yes, it was weird. So I'm a really highly sensitive person, which means I can detect and discern energy shifts and changes. That's the bug zapper, by the way, doing its job, zapping bugs. So a lot of the times I did not know. So growing up, I wasn't necessarily taught how to manage my emotions. So I kind of kept them all in. And what would happen is at the flip of a switch, if something triggered me, I would have an emotional reaction. Typically, it would be crying. Now, I cry for good things, for bad things, for hard things, for easy things. It's just crying. And what crying is a way for the body to get rid of and move energy through it. Okay, so that was my response. When I would see things or hear things or whatnot, I was raised, and I'm very grateful for this. I am Jewish, and there is a mystical sect of Judaism called Kabbalah. So, and also my mother is from Cuba, and in Cuba they practice Santeria. So I was very much raised with metaphysics and the metaphysical world and basically anything that is beyond your sight, your smell, your taste, your touch, and your sound. So I was very much raised to be open to seeing things, sensing things, hearing things, whatever. But as a very sensitive child who would feel a lot, it wasn't until I started studying and pursuing psychism and mediumship, I learned that I'm just a very emotional person. I'm very kinesthetic. And I learn, the way I learn and communicate is through experiences. So that makes me a very highly sensitive person. So, you know, as a child, there were things I remember in 5th grade, a girlfriend, I kind of sort of keep in touch with her. Not really. Like the next time I talk to her, I should find out if she remembers this. But I remember this one time we were in the bathroom at school, and I would say to her, I'd say, hey, let's try and make our earrings move. Like we'd wear dangly earrings. So what is that? That's telekinesis, right? So I remember us staring into the window, not the window, the mirror, going, you know, trying to make our earrings dangle, you know? Telekinesis, 5th grade, weird. I remember also in summer camp, we would do light as a feather, stiff as a board, you know? So like there were a lot of things as a kid, the Ouija board, right? That other people kind of thought, oh, well, this is just fun. And I'm like, no, this is my life. I always just knew things, but I knew them through my extrasensory perception of clairsentience, which is feeling. Again, I was such an emotional person. So as a child, I always loved to make people laugh. I knew at the age of 19 that my purpose here was to make people smile. I still don't know, like, I'm assuming I do that, you know, but it's like, well, how do you pursue your life purpose of making somebody smile? I don't know, whatever it is. But I was very much a crier. I met my best friend on this entire earth crying. She came up to me because I was crying. So it's mostly about sensitivity and being able to touch on, or it's really more of a receive a different energetic shift. So that's what it was like growing up for me. I was a talker in class because I had to experience getting energy out of my body, right? So, those were just some of the things. Hey, Eureka! So nice to see you. Jen is saying, I'm grateful that you're here and with us. Thank you for being you and blessing us with your awesomeness. Okay. Thank you. I totally receive that. And that is like the most awesome thing you can ever tell a Leo. And guess who's a Leo? So my ego just went, so thank you, Jen. Hey, Eureka. Twin Dahlias. Hi. Name is Amber. Hi. Eureka. Thank you for the reading the other day. It helped so much. I'm so happy. That's wonderful. I want to help you guys. Okay, Diana's got a question. May I have a card for my question? Yes. Will legal agreement be finalized in the next 30 days? Yeah, let's pick a card here for you. All right, we're going to let's use the Rider-Waite deck for this. Stand by, Diana. Nope. No. This is a pretty cool deck, and it says no. Oh, does it say yes? Oh my God, it says yes. My eyeballs need to be fixed. My apologies. The answer is yes. And just so you know, the card that you got is the Three of Pentacles. Apprenticeship, learning, studying, growing, hard work, commitment, building on success, collaboration, teamwork, determination, goals, dedication, quality, and attention to detail. My apologies. Yes, 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 yes. And congratulations. But let me know if it comes true, but it's pretty much a yes. Thank God, right? Okay. Hello, Peripetia. I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name. Darren. Hey. Hey, Cass. Hey, Jan. Gabby's saying, sounds fun, metaphysical world. Peripetia saying, oh my God, from Cuba. Yeah, my mom was born in Havana, and she came here when Castro came into power, or at least, so with my family, it's really weird. Not so weird, but it's not weird if you're Jewish. It's weird if you're not Jewish, but if you're Jewish, it's normal. All of my grandparents are from Poland, and that little Holocaust thing. I'm being facetious. It was a big deal, okay? But some of my family saw what was happening. I think it was my great-great-grandfather, I can't remember, saw what was happening in Poland and said, get out. So some of my family was able to get out on my mom's side, and the only place that would take them as refugees at the time was Cuba. They were trying to get to the U.S., but the U.S. wasn't letting them in. So they got to Cuba. That's why there are so many Jewish Cubans. They're known as Jubans. Isn't that hilarious? In Miami, by the way. So anyways, that's how my family got to Cuba. And then Castro came into power, and my family was like, we're not doing this again. No, dictator, we're not doing this again. So then they were able to flee and escape from Cuba. I think my mom was 11. And then at that time, then finally the U.S. took them. So yes, Cuban. I'm a Juban. Gabby's saying she's from the Caribbean. That's awesome. My father is a Santero. My godfather has written papers on it. He's a professor as well. He's awesome. That's amazing. Darren saying, you make us feel warm and safe. That's a smile. Oh, I felt that hug. Oh, Darren. Oh, Darren. Thank you. Gabby, you're welcome. Eureka, please, advice on handling parents. I'm exhausted every time I talk to them or see them. I mean, for the amount of time that we've got here going, I'd have to work with you one-on-one, more detail to really get all up in there. But really, you just have to accept them for who they are and for who they're not. So this is about you not wanting to have control. Cass, hello. I'm having a hiccup in receiving my student funding. Will I receive it this month? I feel like you will. I feel like it's going to be a last minute 11th hour kind of thing. Stay positive. They're saying to envision or have visions, which, by the way, if that's hard for you to do, because it's hard for me to do too. I'm not very visual. I'm more experiential. So if you have a hard time visualizing, feel into it, really feel into it. So if you can't imagine seeing a check and really spending the time, taking at least a minute when you wake up in the morning and a minute before you go to bed, really seeing yourself holding that check with that amount, or feeling yourself holding that check with that amount, you can't have any, what's the word? What's the word, you guys? Shite. Disbelief, I guess. You have to, there's like no room for any no ways that'll never happen. You have to activate law of assumption, which is it's yours. Why wouldn't it be yours? Okay. Diana's like, wah, wah, wah. Thank you. Hi, Jan. So excited. Hey, Rosie. Hey, Gabby. Hey, Eureka. Eureka's back. I honestly feel so blessed to have a soul contract with you, Terrie. Thank you so much for all you do. You're so sweet. Oh, my God. Did all of you guys get together and go, hey, we're just going to compliment the heck out of Terrie and see how she handles it? I am grateful you're here, too. Thank you. Jan says, thanks for this wealth of knowledge with the Cuban flag. Whoop, whoop. You're naturally funny. Thank you. Hey, Sakshi. May I please have a card? Yes, Jen, let's pull a card for you. All right, this is going to be a general card. Ooh, let's do one of these cards. Yeah, we're going to use an oracle card. We're going to use the Oracle of E deck. Let's pull a card for Jen. Okay. Looks like you're next on deck, Darren, according to my feed. Ah! Oh my God, I just dropped everything. All right, card for Jen. Card for Jen. Card for Jen. And this is Jen 5706. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. But I feel like this can only happen. This can only happen if, so it's contingent upon something else. So I don't know what that other thing is, but I feel like you're just putting so much stress on yourself. So much stress. So just like, I know it's easy for me to say relax. And it's the most terrible thing you can ever tell somebody who might be, and I don't want to make the assumption, but who might have anxiety. It's like, oh, relax. Just don't think about it. But it's not so much relax. What I want to say is just don't put so much energy into it. When we put our energy, so much energy into something, anything, we feed it our energy. Literally, we create a sort of like being or entity out of a thought form, okay? So the more we think about something, the more we feed it our energy, the more we're making it alive. Dude, you guys, when it comes to our patterns and negative belief systems, we want to actually starve them, okay? Darren, I don't want to be alive anymore because my health isn't getting better and I'm homeless. Is there any light at the end of the tunnel for me? Should I just succumb to my life, Ms. Terrie? Oh, sweetie. First of all, hugs, 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 hugs. Second of all, I'm going to say this because I feel like I wouldn't be a responsible human. If you do need to talk to somebody or call someone, there are hotlines, but I don't feel like you are in that direction. I think you use the word succumb incorrectly, but there is truth to it. I want you to lean into the discomfort of basically the hell that you're in. Because I think what's happening with you is I think you have like gifts. I don't know much about you, remember that. But I think you have gifts and messages to share with the world, and you're not sharing them for whatever reason. And so in a way, it's like you're hoarding it and you're keeping it in, and your body is like rebelling against you to be like, get it the F out. And the only way it can do that is by, on some level, like attacking itself, right? Because your ego, which is the entangled part of our self, of the higher soul and the human, they're entangled. There's no, it's like you're living more in your humanity versus your spirituality or your higher soulness, but they have to be balanced, right? And I think for a long time you were living too much in spiritual world and then neglecting physical reality world. And in that process of you even just being spiritual, you were bypassing your purpose of what you're here to do, because you thought your purpose was one thing and it's actually another thing. And so it's almost like God is saying, I'm going to have you sit in still and sort of be miserable so that you can really, really figure out what the F you're here to do, because there's something for you to do. And so you've been trying to avoid so many different angles, so many different ways, that now you can't run away from your human. So you have to deal with the human. So when I say succumb, it's not so much succumb. Sometimes I don't like the word surrender. So it's not even the word surrender. It's lean into, go into. So the fact that you're miserable, that's not BS. Like, you're miserable, right? So be in the misery. I know that's weird advice, but from an energetic perspective, you want to, in this case, activate what's called law of repulsion, which means when you go into something, you can push it away. I want you to do research. Here's your homework assignment, sir. I want you to do research on the slit theory in physics, collapsing waves, because that's kind of what they're saying the circumstance is that you're in. So you can't run away from your health issues, and they suck, and they're horrible, and they're expensive, and they're ridiculous, and you're in a shitty, crappy place right now. All of those things are true. We're not going to BS our way through them. We're not going to pretend they're not here and go like, well, let's just think positive. Right now, in this now moment, Darren, you can't get to positivity in this now moment. So don't even try. If you're trying and then you get defeated, then you get into this vicious cycle of being and getting let down. We don't play that game here. We use our human to navigate and maneuver this experience. And in this now moment, Darren, your experience is sucking ass, and not like in a good way. Some people like to suck ass, like that's probably inappropriate, but I'm just saying that right now that's where you're at, and it sucks. And by the way, you have my sympathy. Like, it's terrifying. It really is terrifying. So I can feel the terror and the panic also coming from you. But for whatever it's worth, if you stop fighting it, stop fighting it. I think in a nutshell, that's what I'm trying to say. Stop fighting it and lean into it and just be like, okay, I give up, God. Like, I give up. What do you want me to do? How do you want me to move forward? What am I supposed to do? Show me. And that is you leaning into it instead of going, this sucks. I shouldn't be this way. I don't know what your karma is. I don't know what your soul contracts are, but you're doing them the right way. And a lot of people who have a gift or who have messages to give are going through the ringer right now. The ringer. It's like getting spanked and slapped, again, not in good ways, and almost like being humbled humbled to the point of like WTFness, like what is going on here? All right, Darren. So, when I say hang in there, I'm saying hang in there knowing there will be a way through this tunnel, right? There will be a way, but you have to go through the tunnel. You kind of have to go, God, this sucks. Stop fighting the tunnel and start walking through the tunnel, all right? And you have my sympathy, and I'm here. And also, just to be a responsible human, there are hotlines where you can talk to people who are trained. I'm not trained. Full transparency. If someone's calling me to tell me that they're interested in taking their life, then, I need to refer them to somebody. So, I have to also be of this world, the material world, the pragmatic world, which is like, if you do need to talk to somebody, there are hotlines that you can call. Okay. But I do want you to know that there is a way out, but you're fighting it. You have to go through. You just have to be like, okay, I'm taking off my coat instead of trying to keep it on and zip it and I'll find all the ways to button it. Maybe there's snaps. No. Just take the coat off and just. Golf girl. Hey. I met a medium in person a while back ago, and she told me about my past lives. Awesome. Apparently, I was in power in Egypt. Ooh. Like an Egyptian princess, or helped in the design of the pyramids. That sounds awesome. I think that's cool. I don't know if you've been to Egypt since, or at least in this life, but wouldn't it be neat if when you go and you're at a pyramid or in the pyramids and all of a sudden you get like this download of like, a past life image or visualization or sensation. I think that'd be so cool. Gabby, how often do card readings change? Every 5 days or every day? I already got a card reading on Sunday. You guys, these are really quick. And the truth of the matter is you choose your own reality. So no matter what the cards say, that's just information, right? But cards change, psychics change, readings change, healings change, shamanism activations changed based on your actions and behaviors. It could change 5 minutes after this conversation. It could change 3 years from now. It just depends on what your choices and decisions are. Jen is saying, oh, Darren, I'm so sorry you feel that way. As a mom, I would not want you to be unalive. Look at all the support you're getting. Cass is saying, I agree. I've been pulling cards and it keeps telling me hiccup, mistake, but it all resolves. So I'm manifesting the stability. Good girl. Hey, Deb. Khalid is saying, because we love Terrie. Oh, hello, everybody. Can I get a card too, please? Sure. Hi, Onasa. All right, let me pull a card for Khalid. What card is for Colin? What's for Colin? What's for Colin? Let's see. Nasty knot. Woo, 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 woo. You are entangled in something. Stop overthinking. Stop being over analytical and stop being critical. You can't see past it right now, so you're not going to be able to get through it. Oh, cancel. I should not. Terrie and tech. Oof. Eureka. Please talk about what you've learned through your book writing process. I'm so curious. Hey, Stephanie. I'm still in it, you guys. Okay, just so that I can get on and talk to you guys instead of talk so much about myself, although I'm a Leo and, I love that. I am learning to move through my procrastination issues, my perfectionism issues, and my imposter syndrome. So that is what I'm learning. So I'm not done with the book. So there's probably going to be more. I'm still writing it. There's going to be more that I'm going to be learning. Stephanie, hello. Darren saying, wow, that's how I've been feeling about avoiding stuff. Thank you. You're welcome. For you, sweet Darren, stop avoiding. They're also saying stop caring about what other people think. Just be you. It's almost like your body is telling you to shut up. I'm so sorry to say that. That's what came through. Don't shoot the messenger. It's almost like they're just saying shut up and just be. Like, stop telling yourself, and I know it's a lot easier to do than to say than to do, because I have that inner critic too. I am not exempt. I have to do this work too, okay? I have to do heart tapping. I got to put my hand on my heart too. But there's so much going on with you caring so much about what other people think. What do they think about me? And there's so much comparison and all of that. And it's like your body is saying, I'm going to keep you trapped in this hell until you realize nothing's wrong with you. You are who you are, and who you are is okay. And you're the one that has to accept that. You don't have to keep proving that to other people. Gabby saying, so I'm broke to learn what I'm here to do. I listened to what you told Darren. Okay, great. Hey, Yogi. Hey, Dre. Hey, Pepper. Khalid lost connection, 2 a.m. problem in South Africa. You're welcome, Gabby. Results. Hey, Deb. You want a card? Mama's got a card for you. Which card should we do? Eeny, meeny. Do I have to do eeny, meeny, miny, moe? Okay, we'll do an oracle card for you. By the way, almost dropped them all. But in case you guys want to know what deck I'm using for oracle cards, it's this guy. Okay. All right, Deb. What does Deb need to know? What does Deb need to know? Hasta la vista, baby. Hey, Lady Amanda. All right. You got to clear something out. You probably want to come to the New Moon Energy Clearing Workshop on November 3rd at 5 p.m. It's a pay what you can. Shameless plug there. Yeah, you got to clean out. You got to clear out. I feel like this has to do with an individual or a person that's stopping you from moving forward. I know that's general, but that's all I really have time for right now. But you got to say goodbye. It's like clean out the closet. I actually cleaned out my closet of clothes last week, and I'm like, I never wear this. I don't need this. It doesn't fit me anymore. So it's like clean all that crap out, put it in a bag, and donate it to Goodwill or some other place, right? So you got to clean out some relationships. What's my feed doing? Okay, good. Hold on one second. Let me just say hello to some people. Okay. My feed is getting clogged. Okay. Jan, 2445 would like a card, please, because you have a legal matter. Okay, let's see what's going on. We're going to pull a Rider-Waite deck card. Why are you guys all getting out of place? Not you guys, these guys. All right. Jan's got a legal matter. What do you got to say about that card? Okay. It's the 9 of Swords, so you're right at the tail end of it. So it's going to be ending or closing soon, or you're probably going to hear about the closure of it. Okay, so I do hope it goes in your favor. Everything always ends up in our favor, even if it doesn't seem like it at that moment. So soon you should be hearing about it, and you should be getting closure about it, and it should be moving forward and done. All right, Jen, my baby wants to know if they will get to go to Scotland for school. Please tell the cards that I love my baby. I'm scared to be without them, but I'm so proud of them. Oh, the babies, not the cards. You want to know, your baby wants to know, I'm assuming that's your kiddo. Okay, your child wants to know if they're going to go to Scotland for school. Here, let me go from this deck. What deck is this? This is the Angel Answers deck. We'll see. We'll see what's going on there. Ah! Really? Ugh. Keep the cards on the table, Terry. All right. There's not as many cards here, so I can't really shuffle them, so I gotta schmooge them around. All right. Is Jen's kiddo going to Scotland for school? Here we go. Let's see what information. Here's the card, and the answer is yes! Look, I kind of felt that too, but I don't want you to be upset about it. I know you love your kid, okay? And I know you want what's best for them, and I know that you get lonely without them, but it's temporary. Like, it's only like a year or 2 or 3 or whatever. It's temporary, okay? It's temporary, okay? Okay. Yogi Tara would like a card. Deb is saying thanks, said goodbye today. Great. Then let me validate you that you are on the right path to saying bye-bye to somebody. So then you know what that means. You should start seeing the results of that clearing. It's very interesting because a lot of Yogi, I'm going to be pulling a card for you. Don't worry. Sometimes it doesn't take really long. So when we're doing manifestation and materialization work, it basically lives like in the energy world, right? So it has to drop down into the physical world in order for us to obviously see it, touch it, smell it, taste it, hear it, whatever, because the material world is where the human brain can process that energy, right? Through the senses. So just because something isn't happening yet, it means it's just existing in the energy world. It doesn't mean it's not happening. It just means it hasn't slowed down enough energetically wise to drop down and materialize into the physical world. But it doesn't mean it's not happening. It's just a different energetic frequency that we as humans are not at yet. So we kind of, I don't want to have to say we have to match it, because I don't know that that's necessarily true either. But what we have to constantly do is clean out and clear out and unclog our tube, right? So that the energy can flow through and we bring it down, right? So there's that. Also, it's important for us to know, I've said it millions of times, I say it millions and more, we have soul contracts and we have karma. So sometimes when we don't get something that we want, it doesn't, first of all, delays are not denials, right? Second of all, sometimes if we get it at the time that we want it, it could actually hurt or interfere with someone else's life, right? So sometimes what we think is really good for us isn't. Like, that's the arrogance of the human, and that's okay. There's no shame in the game. It's the blueprint of the human. We can be very arrogant. Even in this world of like readings and energy healings and all that stuff, we can get so wrapped up in the lower soul, the incarnated soul, that we think we know everything, and we really don't until we do, right? So, all right, a card for Yogi. And then I think I'm going to start wrapping up, you guys, because my energy is getting low and I have to honor it. Okay, Yogi, baby steps, okay? If you're finding that you're getting yourself stuck, it's because you're moving too fast and you're triggering some of your trauma. And so that's going to slow you down. So bite-sized things. A lot of times what I do with my clients is that we reverse engineer our goals, right? Because sometimes we are moving so fast trying to move forward that we miss the little baby steps, the little bite-sized steps. But if you reverse engineer something, it's easier for you to see in retrospect, even though it's not necessary. It's like pretend or imaginary if we're like reverse engineering something. Then we can actually see some of those missing steps, some of those baby steps that we were just like rushing to do. So slow down, kid. Slow down. All is well. Eureka says, how do I register for November 3rd? November 3rd is the New Moon Energy Workshop. If you guys go to where it says Intuitive Terrie Huberman on my account, you will get to my link tree. It'll say link tree. There's a link. If you click on the link tree, you'll see all of the ways that you can get in touch with me. You can connect with me. I don't know if I have to look. The Dia de los Muertos, but I know the New Moon Energy Workshop is up there, so you can go ahead and check that out, okay? Hey, Trish. Let me just take a look here. Oh, Darren's saying I went to Terrie's New Moon meditation twice. It's the best thing you can do every month. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. What a great testimonial. Thank you, Darren. All right. Hello, Liv Turnbull. Hello, Karen's Ponce Alert. Oh, Darren, I see your request here, but I'm going to be heading out soon. Can you come on with, can you come back and come in earlier, and request earlier? And I'd be very happy to have you on here. Khalid's asking, what kind of crystal is that behind you on your stand? The dark colored one. Okay, I don't know which one you're talking about. The dark colored one. Whoops, hold on a second. This one? Is it this one, Khalid? If this is the one you're talking about, this is, oh God, what's it called? I'm totally blanking out. That's the only dark crystal that I have here. Gosh, what is it called? Black tourmaline. I think it's black tourmaline. Or, I think it could be obsidian, but it's rough. It's not polished. Okay, it's not polished. It's not it's like rock form. I hope that helps. I hope that's what you were looking for. Hey, Kelly. That's the one. Okay, great. Black tourmaline. Thanks, Darren. All right, you guys, I'm going to be heading out. If I missed any of your readings, I do apologize. You can always book with me one-on-one. Just to recap here, tomorrow you can sign up for free. Reclaim Your Intuitive Abilities Live. So it's this 7-day summit. There's a bunch of speakers. I'm speaking tomorrow at 1 p.m. It's free. So if you sign up, you'll get to watch all the replays. Saturday, November 2nd, Dia de los Muertos group mediumship reading. Sunday, November 3rd, Pay What You Can, New Moon Energy Workshop. I should be back here live on Thursday at 5 p.m. So, Darren, if you want to come on with me, make sure you catch me at the beginning. Okay, I never know how my energy is going to be. So I don't know how long these lives are going to be. All right, you guys. All right. Have a fantastic rest of your night, your evening, your day. Please take care of that wonderful heart of yours. Please, 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 please. I beg you. I beg you. I beg you. I do my best. I try my best. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. All we can do is just try our best. Take care of our heart so that we can be of service and help other people. All right, you guys. But not as doormats. We're not doormats. No, we're not. No, we're not. All right, you guys, have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see you on the flip side.